Marcus Webb, a fit 54-year-old, set out for a day hike into this dense, unforgiving forest and vanished. Now, on day 3, the massive search operation is wearing thin. Exhausted teams have found nothing, and at the command post, his daughter Elena watches hope drain away. At the makeshift command post, the mood has turned grim. Searchers return with nothing, and the incident commander knows resources are limited. He's about to scale back the operation, a decision that will crush any remaining hope. Elena Webb clutches her father's photo, steeling herself for the worst. As day 3 wanes, coordinators face a heartbreaking choice. With no leads, they must scale back the search. The dense forest has swallowed every trace of Marcus. Volunteers exchange somber glances, and at the command post, Elena feels the last embers of hope dying. Elena Webb stands at the edge of the command post, her eyes scanning the weary faces of the search team. She sees the weight of exhaustion and defeat settling in. The commander confers quietly with his leads, his voice low and grim. The commander addresses the gathered volunteers, his words heavy with the decision to scale back. He thanks them for their relentless effort, but the forest has given nothing. Elena's face crumples, tears threatening as she silently pleads for more time. As the team begins to dismantle the command post, a thin, mangy cat emerges from the tree line. It meows persistently, refusing to be shooed away. The cat paces at the forest edge, its eyes locked on the group, almost as if trying to communicate. The air hangs heavy with fading hope as the search for Marcus stalls. From the dense tree line, a thin stray cat with dirty, matted fur suddenly emerges. It lets out a loud, insistent meow, trying to get the team's attention. The exhausted search team barely glances at the stray cat, dismissing its insistent meowing. They're too focused on their grim mission to care about a mangy animal. But the cat keeps crying out, its dirty fur matted and eyes locked on them. Dan, a weary volunteer, can't shake the feeling that the cat wants something. It pads a few steps toward the trees, then stops and meows, looking back at him. Its scruffy body trembles, but its eyes are steady. The stray cat wouldn't give up. It circled the tired crew, eyes locked on theirs, then trotted a few yards toward the dark trees before stopping and looking back. Its meows were sharp, almost desperate. The weary volunteers exchanged puzzled glances. Something about the animal's insistence was impossible to ignore. Curiosity spread among the search party. The cat's behavior was so deliberate, each look back felt like a command. Volunteers began to gather, murmuring about what the animal might know. Even the weary commander paused to watch. It was as if the cat understood more than they did. Dan couldn't resist. He gestured to 2 other volunteers and they stepped forward. The cat turned and started slowly into the woods, glancing back to make sure they were coming. Its tail flicked with purpose as it led them away from the command post. Dan and 2 volunteers followed the stray cat into the dark woods. The cat moves with purpose, never hesitating, as if it knows exactly where it's going. They push through ferns and low branches, keeping their eyes on the small, determined animal. The cat veers off the faint game trail, leading them into thick, unmarked brush. No human would have found this route. Thorns snag their clothes, but the cat slips through effortlessly, pausing only to glance back and meow, urging them onward with sheer determination. After what feels like an eternity of climbing over deadfall, the forest suddenly opens. The cat stops at the edge of a hidden ravine and lets out a sharp meow. Dan's heart pounds as he peers down, straining to see what lies below. Pushing through the thick brush, Dan follows the stray cat down a narrow, overgrown path, sunlight filtering through the dense canopy. The search party stumbles into a hidden ravine where the cat stops, staring intently below. The air is cool and damp. At the bottom of the ravine, they spot Marcus Webb, injured and barely conscious after 3 days alone. His leg is twisted, and he's too weak to call out, but his eyes flutter open at the sound of voices. Dan immediately radios for help, while another volunteer scrambles down to assess his condition. As the rescue team arrives, the stray cat watches from the edge, as if guarding its discovery. Marcus is stabilized and lifted out on a stretcher, hope surging through the weary search party. The cat that led them here quietly slips into the background. Mission complete. The volunteers scrambled down the steep, overgrown ravine, following the stray cat's urgent lead. At the bottom, they spotted Marcus crumpled against a jagged rock, barely conscious and ghostly pale. His leg was badly broken, and after 3 days without food or water, he was too weak to cry out. One volunteer knelt and felt for a pulse, faint but there. A wave of relief washed over them. After 3 grueling days, Marcus was alive. Dan immediately radioed for the rescue team, his voice trembling as he relayed their location. The stray cat sat calmly nearby, as if knowing its job was done. Within minutes, the rescue team arrived with a stretcher and medical gear. Paramedics stabilized Marcus, splinting his leg and giving him water as he drifted in and out of consciousness. The volunteers stepped back, awed by the tiny cat that had led them to this miracle. Paramedics carefully lift the stretcher into the ambulance, monitoring his vitals. Marcus, though barely conscious, manages a faint smile as they tell him Elena is near. The rescue team watches, relieved that their efforts succeeded. The commander radios the hospital to prepare for his arrival. Elena rushes forward as the stretcher is brought down, tears streaming down her face. She throws her arms around her father, careful of his injuries, whispering words of love and relief. The search team members lower their heads, moved by the raw emotion. As the ambulance doors close, the scruffy cat that led the rescuers sits nearby, watching. Elena notices and kneels down, gently stroking its fur. "Thank you," she whispers, and in that moment, the stray becomes family. From that day on, Scout would never be alone again. In the warm light of the living room, Scout curls up on the couch, his purr a steady rhythm of contentment. Elena and Marcus share grateful smiles as they watch their new family member heal, thankful for the small miracle that brought him into their lives. Each day, Marcus grows stronger with Scout nestled by his side, the cat's unwavering presence a comfort during long sessions of physical therapy. Elena often catches them sharing quiet moments, her heart swelling with gratitude for the stray who refused to be ignored. Now, Scout is woven into the fabric of the Webb family, a daily reminder that hope often arrives on 4 quiet paws. In their smiles and shared laughter, the past hardships have transformed into a beautiful new chapter, all because a tired volunteer decided to follow a stray cat. In the quiet moments afterward, Marcus often reflects on that day. An unlikely hero emerged from the wild, a scruffy cat no one believed in, proving that salvation can come from the smallest of creatures. It reshaped his understanding of the wild and the unseen bonds that connect all living things. The family's bond with Scout deepened, a daily reminder that hope is never truly lost. this scrappy feline became a permanent fixture, teaching them that love can bloom anywhere. It was a lesson in trust and the quiet power of small gestures. At sunset over the forest, Marcus and Scout sit together, a serene silhouette against the fading light. The unlikely hero rests at his feet, a symbol of the enduring bond between man and even the most unexpected friend. Their story whispers that sometimes the wild sends us exactly what we need.